Hey guys, so today I'm going to be adding a few things to this battery box. Maybe add another 2 or 3 Anderson plugs on it and a little percentage meter. Because it's a lithium battery, I need to know the percentage that's in the battery. So as you can see, there's a fair bit of stuff that you need. You need your cable, you need your solder, crimpers, obviously Anderson plugs, a few fuses. These are 40 amp fuses. Little, just little bits and pieces that you need. So yeah, I'll show you guys how to install these kind of things. They're not too hard to do if you know what you're doing. Obviously, it costs you a little bit of money to modify these boxes, but in the long term it is worth it. So we'll get started with maybe a few Anderson plugs. Just prepping them. I solder my Anderson plugs, I don't crimp them. So I'll show you guys how I do that now. So this is how I do it, guys. Pretty easy. I just heat the terminal up, push the solder into it, and then I'll heat it up again and push the wire into it. So fill it up with solder. Little trick when you're doing this, guys, is never fill all the way to the top with solder, because when you push the wire in, the solder's gonna spill out all over the terminal, and then when you go to push it into the Anderson plug, it won't push in. So leave a decent amount of a gap left over, so when you do push the wire in, it doesn't spill out. So yeah, just a little tip if you want to do your Anderson plugs this way. Okay, so time to figure out where I'm gonna stick these Anderson plugs. I'm thinking maybe just put it next to this one like that, and do the same with the other one. So pull the top off, take the terminals off, and drill some holes so I can mount these. Because I'm using these little bolts here, they were too big for the original holes that the Anderson plug had, so I had to just widen them a bit, and now they fit pretty good. You can actually screw them in. So yeah, just keep that in mind if you are going to mount these things. Try and get the right bolt size if you can. If you can't, you can actually widen these. So it's not a big deal. Just widen them. Just be careful when you're drilling, and yeah. The first cable made up. You got your Anderson terminals there. They'll go into the Anderson plug on the outside of the battery box. Just run them through. You got your 40 amp fuse here, which goes to the battery, and then this one goes to the battery as well. So that's the first cable made up for the first Anderson plug, so I'll install it now. Okay guys, so I'll show you what I'm up to now. I've taken out this circuit breaker that was at the front of here. I'm cutting a hole so I can fit this little percentage meter, watt meter, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to fit that in there and just relocate this circuit breaker somewhere else, because yeah, that was probably the best spot to put it, is right there. So I'll take that circuit breaker that's taken up all that room out and relocate it and put this here. So I'm just I've finished cutting the hole. I'm just got to make it a little tiny bit bigger. It's a bit small, so I'm gonna take some of that back and put it in. All done now. Just finished putting this in, and as you can see, I added 2 more Anderson plugs, one here and one here, so that's 4 in total. I can actually see the percentage of my battery now with this. The only thing that's left now is to wire it all up to the battery and see if it all works. Okay guys, so the battery box is all done now. This has all been wired up, as you can see, 100%. These are both working, so yeah, I'm happy with it. So yeah, it took maybe a few hours to do all this, mainly cutting out this to fit this in, but it's worth it in the long run, I reckon. Now I got 2 extra Anderson plugs and I can actually see the percentage of my battery, so that's all handy. So that's it for this video. I'll try and do a comparison between this lithium battery and the AGM soon, so hopefully that'll be the next video. Alright, see you then.